Hello, welcome back to the channel.
My name's Dean.
My name's Kyra.
And this is Vistas and
Vittles. And today we have a Vittles episode for you. We went to shop today at one of our favorite places known as Clerk. We always call it Clerk for short, but it is one of the French grocery stores here. And we have talked a little bit about the grocery stores, but just in case you haven't watched that episode, we're just going to kind of go over some general things. So in the little town that we live in called Caldas da Rainha, we are about halfway between Porto and the Algarve. And so we think that's why there's a lot of different supermarkets maybe in this area, but we have two German supermarkets called Lidl and Aldi.
And we have two French supermarkets, Clerk and Auchan.
And there's another French supermarket called Intermarché.
Okay. And then we have a Spanish market called Mercadona, right?
Mm-hmm. And we have two Portuguese markets called Pingo Doce and Continent. And so there is a lot of fun shopping to be had for those people for whom the supermarket is another fun sport. And we wanted to show you a little bit of what we bought today. It was €100 and 88 cents for everything that we bought. So that would be $108.93.
That's US dollars.
US dollars.
Today's exchange rate is about 92 cents US to the euro. So, we went to Clerk, and let me tell you a little bit about this store. It is a large supermarket, but it also has home goods, sells some furniture, sells a surprising selection of clothing and shoes. The closest pillows, pet toys,
sheets.
So the closest thing I would liken it to in the U.S. would probably be a Target, although they're much more extensive on the food than Target is. And there is fresh meat, fresh fish. There's a bakery on site. And they have a lot of products that are both Portuguese and also French, and with other countries mixed in, including the U.S. So the variety there is pretty cool.
And we usually go when we're picking up items to add to our regular shopping, because what we would normally do is we would go up to the Praça de Fruta, which is where we have the 362-day market, and we would go up there and we would get all of our fruits and veggies. But sometimes we need other things to add, and sometimes we like little gourmet things. So I wanted to show you a little bit of what I picked up. A lot of people say there are no spices in Portugal, but I picked up this today. This is oregano. And I picked up some thyme, which is bio. So this is organic, is bio. And I also found some herbes de Provence. So picked those up. And they had all different kinds of spices. So these were a few things a couple that I didn't have, and I was almost out of oregano, which I like to add to my sauces. If you are trying to buy like spaghetti sauce, it's going to be $3 or $4 a jar.
€4.
€3 or €4 a jar. But you can pick up these, and this is like 500 grams. I would say it's a good, maybe a cup and a half to 2 cups of this puree. This was
$1.79, I think.
No.
Was it?
Yeah, this was 89 cents.
Oh, was it? I'm sorry.
And this is the bio, and this was 99 for same thing, same size. And I like to just go ahead and make my sauce myself. Throw in the garlic, throw in the onions, the mushrooms, and do everything myself.
And another thing about those spices, by and large, they were each under €1 for those bottles of spices.
Oh, and I wanted to show you, we had talked about this grading system before. And when you go to the market and you're looking for different items, they have this grading system on them. So this is A, so it's good for you to eat, as opposed to, is it chocolate bar here?
No, I don't see it.
Oh, I thought it was here.
Okay.
Oh wait, oh here it is. Okay. So, this is my favorite chocolate bar from Clerk. It's like $1.79 for this. And you can see the E over here, meaning not good for you. But we like this chocolate anyway.
I call it E for edible.
So this is a small little box of anchovies that I picked up. And the reason I buy the anchovies is because I like to make Caesar salad dressing myself. So this was $1.69. And these are, they call them mexicalos, but what it is mussels that are in a spicy tomato sauce with a little bit of vinegar as well, and they are really yummy. We like to sometimes just, have these with some pickles and some pate and a couple of other different little things. And these were $1.39 a can, and the can, you can see, is a lot bigger. The box is bigger and thicker than the anchovies, but the anchovies are Ramirez, and I'm trying to see where they come from. Are they a product of Spain?
I can't see it. Sorry.
Okay. It's probably not, these might not be canned here. These probably are, so they're a little bit less expensive.
So on this shopping trip, as Kyra said, we basically try to stock up for a couple of weeks worth of our staples, and then the more perishable things such as fish and some meats and those things and veggies we get at the local markets, which are walking distance from our house. But on this trip, we were able to pick up some rolls, which were...
This was $101. You can see the price tag on there, but there's 5 good size rolls in here. And sometimes we'll make a sandwich, but we'll split one of these, or we'll cut one of these and make garlic bread with it. So also they freeze really well. So we'll put this is in one of these bags. I don't know if I get close to the camera, if you can see, it's got these little holes in it. But we'll put these in another plastic bag and stick them in the freezer, and then just pull them out when we need them.
Mm-hmm. And on this trip, we actually got some artisan cheeses, which would be much more expensive in the United States.
In California, we probably would have needed to go to someplace like Berkeley Bowl to pick these up. And we've got this one Cotswold cheese, which is a double Gloucester with onions and chives, and it was it's pretty good size.
And it was
see if it says how much we have.
It was €6.10.
And it's 0.24 kilograms is how much they gave us in here. It was $29.90 a kilogram. So this is $6.10.
And then we got what is it, manchego?
Manchego,
right?
mm-hmm.
And this was $4.99.
And you can see the price right there, so we're not making it up. Pretty good size manchego.
And when we were in the United States, we would go to a store called Berkeley Bowl, which was a specialty store. It had a lot of organic things. And you might also get them at, some of the higher end stores in the United States. But they'd be well over $10 there. And the cheddar was $6.99 and the other was $4.99. So a good value. Also, we got some meat today. Mm-hmm. We got some lamb steaks, which were fairly good size. And the last time I bought these in the United States was at Trader Joe's, and they were over $11 a piece.
And this was $2.88, and we bought 2 of them.
Yeah, €2.88. for a really good sized lamb steak. And then we also bought oxtails. Kyra makes a wonderful oxtail stew.
Yeah, this is like one of my favorite things to cook is the oxtails. And you can see on here it's $11.80, but probably what we would do is like split this in half and use it for 2 different batches of oxtails. That's why we bought the bigger package, because there was one that was like half of this size and half of this price. But we bought the big one so that we can split it up and have it for more than one meal.
Generally, when she makes the oxtail stew, one pot of it will generally give us 2 meals. So this is about 2 pots of it. Last time we bought that in the United States for a smaller package with a lot less meat on the bones, it was about $25, and it was €11.80 here.
And then we got these cute little packages of shallots. They were 99 cents each. And I love to cook with shallots. They taste so good. What other fun stuff did we get? The wasa? Do you want to talk about the wasa?
Yeah, I don't know how much it was.
So wasa, this was like 118, and it's good through let me see. This is like, I can't read it. Anyway, I'm noticing on a lot of the food that I buy that a lot of stuff, the canned food and things like that, is good till 2026, 2027. They're much more shelf stable than some of the other things that we were buying in the U.S. You want to show the paper towels?
This is like a super roll of paper towels. And this was €2.45. Generally,
this is the brand.
At Clerk, this was $2.45. I've seen it at the other markets, a similar size roll for over €4. So we got a really good price on that. And then also, we got these Bomama Madeleines, which were €2.45. A lot more expensive in the United States. It's really interesting because they sell a lot of things that we would be familiar with in the United States, just different brands. And if you're used to a certain brand, you might look for something and experiment a little bit to find something that tastes similar. But we found that the quality of the food that we're getting, by and large, just tastes a whole lot better. And even though some of the perishables don't last as long in the fridge because there are no or very few preservatives.
We also really like these cornichons. This is definitely not a normal supermarket purchase. But I like the cornichons with a little bit of mustard. And this is Mal. I was actually able to visit Mal in December. And with some friends, we went in and purchased some mustard there. But I knew they had the pickles here with the onions in the jar. And this was like $3.49. But this is a pretty good size. It's a 300-gram jar.
In the United States, a jar half that size would probably be in the $5 range.
Yeah, about
if not more.
$5 range.
We also got some sparkling water, Cravahelos, and this was 96 cents for 1.5 liters. And Kyra loves to drink that. And also we got a 5-liter jug of water.
Penacova.
for less than €1.
So the things that I was really surprised to find, this is vanilla. And I was surprised to find a bottle that was this big of vanilla flavoring. And I think this was $2.99 for this size. And then there were some things that we purchased that aren't here. We bought a bunch of organic garlic. And I think this was 89 cents for, like, I got 4. We got some zucchinis.
And we got some avocados.
Mushrooms. We bought some, like, little organic mushrooms. They were, I don't know, like $9 because they were organic, but I think we paid like $1.79 for 4 good sized mushrooms to use. So this is just a sample of, you know, kind of what you can get. This is something that we're trying for the first time, some ravioli bolognese in a can. And
that was $2.45 a can.
So a little bit expensive.
And it has a B rating for health.
Yes,
so.
B.
Now,
See the B on there.
they don't rate Doritos because they're not a product of Portugal or Europe. But I saw these sweet chili Doritos, and I've never had sweet chili Doritos, so I decided that I would try them, and they were €1.98. So
and we've told you about some of the, you know, unusual flavors of things that you can find here in Portugal. We kind of wanted to just give you a sample, and this is just like a big package of pasta. We would probably eat, you know, half of this, or I would make it into a pasta salad. We got 2 of these, and these were 89 cents each. We got the penne and the fusilli.
And I've seen similar size packages at other markets for a similar price, a dime less or a dime more. So all of these products, again, you're going to find something that that is similar enough to what you're used to eating in the U.S. or Canada or wherever you're from, so that you won't feel totally at sea. But also there's enough to provide a little bit of adventure, and the costs are really reasonable.
Oh, and this is a pate that we like, that we also picked up, because sometimes we'll have a little bit of pate and some pickles and, you know, different little things, some sliced meat, yeah. And this is one that we like, and I think this was $2.10.
So we're going to be exploring other markets and giving you videos about that. But in essence, we spent also this market has, you know, we didn't get any alcohol, but they do have wines, and they do have you know,
quite a large section.
And we found that wines are, if they're Portuguese wines, they're less expensive than you're used to paying in the United States. And any of the other alcohols are generally a similar price as in the United States. So anything else?
No, I think that's it. So we hope you enjoy this week's installment of Vistas and Vittles. Please, if you're enjoying the content, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get up to 500 so that we can do a live show and answer any questions anybody has about living in Portugal, what it's really like to live here, and all of those things.
All right. Thank you for spending time with us, and we'll see you
out on the road.